Good evening. Liverpool need reinforcements. Their former midfielder Fabinho has found a new club. A real estate agent in Perth bought the house he was meant to sell. Scientists found egg yolk in paintings by Leonardo da Vinci and Rembrandt. Norway's king is stable after his condition worsened. 5 stories. What connects them is simpler than it looks. Someone was already in the room when the decision got made. The transfer window is closing soon. Football clubs across the Premier League are watching several key storylines as the deadline approaches. Liverpool are looking for reinforcements. The club needs help in their squad. Arsenal have been pursuing a striker, but the player they want may not arrive before the window shuts. These moves could shape how both clubs perform for the rest of the season. Liverpool and Arsenal are competing near the top of the table, so any late additions would be significant for their campaigns. CBS Soccer reported this. A new office complex for the Minerals Commission has opened in Kumasi. The government commissioned the ultra-modern facility this week. The building was started under the Akufo-Addo administration. It comes after months of pressure from the NPP communication team in the Ashanti region. They had been campaigning for better public infrastructure. They also wanted stronger support for key state institutions in the area. The commission now has a permanent base in Ghana's second city. That matters for mining regulation in a region rich in mineral resources. Asaase Radio reported this. The West Australian government is backing a practice called ecological finning in state forests. Local residents in the southwest say they're deeply concerned about the plan. They're calling it logging by another name. Scientists have weighed in on the controversy. A number of them agree with the locals' concerns. The debate centers on what ecological finning actually means in practice. The government says it's necessary forest management. Critics say it's just a new term for cutting down trees. The dispute affects forests across Western Australia's southwest region. It pits environmental concerns against the government's forest policy. ABC Australia Just In reported this. McLaren is trying to work out what went wrong at the Dutch Grand Prix. The race ended in disappointment for one of their drivers. Oscar Piastri had a poor finish at the circuit. The Australian and his team are now searching for answers about what happened. His teammate had a very different day. He's roared back into contention for the Formula One World Championship. The contrasting results leave McLaren with one driver chasing the title while the other struggles to understand his performance. ABC Australia Just In reported this. A progressive streamer has suggested people may take action against Jews in the United States. Hasan Piker made those comments during one of his online broadcasts. Abdul El-Sayed has now distanced himself from those remarks. He's a progressive figure in Michigan politics. Other Democrats in Michigan have also rebuked what Piker said. The comments have drawn criticism from across the party in that state. Politico reported this. A progressive American streamer suggested people might take action against Jews. That drew rebukes from Democrats in Michigan, including Abdul El-Sayed. Now to Perth, a real estate agent was hired to sell a home. The agent bought it himself. The agency has been warned for breaching conflict of interest laws. A man in Perth hired a real estate agency to sell his home. The agents he hired then bought the property themselves. The agency has now been issued a warning. Regulators say it allegedly breached conflict of interest laws. The case raises questions about protections for home sellers. When you hand over the keys to an agent, you expect them to work for you, not against you. The warning suggests the agency crossed that line. It was meant to find the best buyer at the best price. Instead, it became the buyer. ABC Australia reported this. The Prime Minister is under fire over how goods and services tax revenue gets shared between the states. Anthony Albanese has declared he won't change Western Australia's funding arrangement. That deal is seen as particularly generous to WA. Now he's copying it from both sides. Labor states want the system overhauled. So do Liberal states. The GST carve-up determines how billions of dollars in tax revenue flow to state governments each year. It affects everything from hospitals to schools to roads in every state and territory. But Albanese says the WA deal stands. The pressure keeps building. ABC Australia reported this. A Brazilian midfielder who spent 5 years at Liverpool has signed for a Turkish club. Fabinho has joined Trabzonspor. He'll be reunited there with his former teammate Mohamed Salah. Fabinho left Liverpool in 2023 to join Al-Ittihad in Saudi Arabia. He won the league title there. Now he's moved to Turkey's Black Sea coast. Salah made the same move to Trabzonspor earlier this year after leaving Anfield. The two players were part of Liverpool's successful side together. They won major trophies during their time at the club. Al Jazeera reported this. Some of the world's most famous painters may have mixed an unusual ingredient into their work. A new study has found that old masters, including Leonardo da Vinci, Sandro Botticelli, and Rembrandt, likely used proteins in their oil paintings. The protein came from egg yolk. Scientists say this addition would have changed how the paint behaved on canvas. The technique helps explain the distinctive qualities of Renaissance and Baroque masterpieces that have puzzled art historians for centuries. CNN World reported this. A European monarch is being treated in hospital after his condition worsened over the past few days. Norway's King Harald deteriorated at the weekend. Royal officials say he is now stable. The 87-year-old has reigned since 1991. He is one of Europe's oldest-serving monarchs. His health has been a concern in recent years. He has been hospitalized several times. The palace has not given details about what caused this latest setback. Sky News reported this.